What's up? It's JJ. This is cheap beer for you to drink. And we have today the Bud Select 55, Budweiser Select 55. It's a premium light beer. It's 55 calories, 1.9 grams. And the alcohol content is 2.4% alcohol. So it's low alcohol content and low calories. So this may be a beer that a lot of people are interested in. And apparently a lot of people are interested in non-alcoholic beer as well. Budweiser has a Budweiser Zero, I believe is the name of it, a new non-alcoholic brew that they have out, as well as many other people. Coors has Coors Edge, just to name a couple. There's a ton of new non-alcoholic beers. So there is a market for people that want non-alcoholic beers and low alcohol content beers, and this is one of them. It's not new, but it's one that I've been wanting to try, at least on the channel. They also have Budweiser Select, so not Budweiser Select 55, but Budweiser Select. And that is honestly one of my favorite flavored light beers. I love the taste of the regular Budweiser Select. And it's not one that I talk about a lot on the channel because it's not very cheap. This one was actually a few bucks cheaper than it. A 24 pack of cans. I'm not going to remember the exact price, but I want to say it was like $21.99 for Budweiser Select, and this was about $3 cheaper. I think it was like $18.99 when I picked up a 24 case of it. And I don't remember trying it, but then I went back and watched a video I had made, and it was, dang, I'm not going to be able to remember the video now. It was the Yingling Flight video, and in it I talk about how I don't like beers that are in clear bottles or green bottles. I like the tinted brown bottles. It usually preserves the flavor a little longer because it keeps the light out. But in it, I brought up having a Bud Select 55 in a clear bottle. And I don't remember having it. I mentioned it in the video, and so apparently at some point I've had this beer before, and I'm trying to remember when or where that would have been, but I just don't recall. So this is it. This is what it looks like, and right off the bat, I'm surprised by that. I thought the color would be a lot lighter than it is. We'll have to compare that to the Budweiser, which is, we'll get to that in a minute. But this is the Bud Select 55, so let's try it. This is 55 calories. You can't beat that. 2.4% alcohol. Now let's try it out. It smells just like the Bud Select that I really do enjoy. I'm telling you, one of my favorite light beers. I would rather drink Bud Select than like a Bud Light. If you're going to spend the money on what I would call a premium light beer, I don't know. This channel, of course, is focused on the very cheap beers like Natural Light and Busch Light and all that. But if you're going to spend the money on a more expensive light beer, of a domestic, of course, I would definitely recommend Bud Select. Really good. Let's try the Bud Select 55. Wow. Okay, really smooth, and you can tell it's light. But that's not bad. If I was trying to watch calories, which I probably should at some point soon, I really like that. It tastes pretty similar to a Budweiser Select. It's not bad. So if I've had it before, I don't know that I've had. I must have been thinking of like a Miller 64. I don't know that I've had this before. And I don't even know if they come in clear bottles. They probably do. But if I've had it before and I had a bad experience, I was wrong. This is actually really good. And it does taste very similar to the regular Budweiser Select. You would notice that it's not the same. Again, 2.4% alcohol, so you would need to drink a lot more of these. But hey, if you're going to be out in the sun or something like that, or you're day drinking, I don't know, if you're out golfing, not that I golf a lot, but if you want a beer that you can drink while you're also, I don't know, trying not to get wasted at the same time, this might be a beer for you. It's pretty darn good. Budweiser Select 55. There we go. I had a twisted tea right before doing this video. Probably a bad idea, so if I slur a lot of my words, it's because I didn't have lunch. And I decided to crack open a twisted tea early on a Friday, because why not? It was a hectic week, so I wanted to start early, and I was like, oh, I'm already drinking, might as well do a cheap beer for you to drink video. So that's why I'm here drinking some Bud Select 55. Again, really good. I'm surprised by that. But it had me thinking I was just going to do a video on this, but I hadn't had a Budweiser, and I can't remember when. It has been so long. That almost looks lighter. That can't be. That's got to be about the same color. I wish I could compare them side by side. I didn't think about bringing a second glass, but it's probably about the same as the Bud Select 55 here. But I trailed off. I was thinking that I hadn't had a Budweiser. I don't remember the last time I've had one. And it's the king of beers. It's one of the top selling beers in the U.S., if not the top selling beer. And I'm a millennial, so I'm younger. Obviously, all millennials are old enough to drink now. Gen Z is even old enough to drink. And I'm just trying to think of people my age that drink Budweiser. And I can't think of any. If you're going to drink a Budweiser, normally it's Bud Light that I see people drinking. I'm just trying to think. I don't see people drinking Budweiser. And I think it might be like maybe it's a marketing issue. I don't know what it is. I just don't know personally anybody that drinks Budweiser. And I never drink it. And that's partly the reason why. I don't know if you just don't see as many commercials for it, I guess, as you do Bud Light. I don't know what the reasoning behind it is, but I just was thinking, wow, I haven't had a Budweiser in a long time, so let's just throw it in on this video too while we're doing the Bud Select. It definitely doesn't smell the same. I know, Budweiser is such a popular beer, and I just haven't had it, and maybe I haven't had it before. Honestly, I don't know. If I have had it, it's been a long time. Let's try it. Wow, Budweiser's really good. I don't even drink non-light versions of beers, hardly any. That's been kind of a complaint on the channel, and you're not wrong if you feel that way. That I mostly focus on light beers, and normally when you find a cheap beer, it's normally a light beer. So that's why I focus on a lot of the light beers. Budweiser, again, not a cheap beer, about the same price, a little more expensive than the Bud Select, actually. But it's just not a beer I thought about doing before, and here it is. It's really good. I don't know much else to say. 5% alcohol, so over twice as much as the Bud Select 55 over here. As much as I do enjoy this, 145 calories, 10.6 grams of carbs. That's wild. So 5 times as many carbs in this, but this is a 16 ounce. So that's why. But still, a lot more carbs than the Bud Select over here. But again, I would rather, if I'm just drinking beer, I'd rather have a light beer. Like, this is fine, and it's really good. It's nice and ice cold. I love these 16 ounce cans, the aluminum bottles, I guess is what they call them. Seal them back up. I love that. But I'd rather just get, if anything, a Bud Light, but I'd much prefer a Bud Select. I'd rather still have the regular Bud Select than the 55. I think these are good. But I'm not trying to watch my calories or anything like that, but if you're trying to, it would be a great beer to go with. So I'm going to finish this Budweiser, and I'm enjoying it, and I don't know, it was just something I was thinking about today. Like, I haven't had a Budweiser in a long time. So if you know a beer that you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments. If you see something new, something old and tried and true, and you want to see it on the channel, let me know. And thanks for watching me drink this Budweiser. We're sharing a Bud for the first time that I can recall. Again, I don't remember the last time I've had one of these. So, yeah, if you haven't had the Budweiser Select or the Select 55, I highly recommend them. I think they are great light beers, and personally, my favorite light beer from Budweiser or Bud Light I just really enjoy the Bud Selects. Wish they were a bit cheaper though, but I mean, what can you expect? You can't go wrong with like a Natty Light or something like that either. So it's cheap beer for you to drink. It's a Friday, just a quick informal video doing today. Nothing new. I do have some new beers that I need to get to, and might post one this weekend. Kason, who was in the Natty Daddy video with us, and also it was a big fan of the Busch Light Apple, brought me another Busch product, one that is not sold anywhere near me. I tried to find it online and it said it's not in your area, so I think he picked it up in either Tennessee or Kentucky, and we are going to do that one very soon. Excited to do that. And other than that, if you see anything, let me know. It's cheap beer for you to drink. Thanks for watching.